Hey guys, and welcome back to another FIFA 22 Portsmouth created career mode. So we start the episode with a home game against Brighton, South Coast derby apparently, even though it's not a derby, but the game just registering that it is really a derby. But nonetheless, it is a game where we've got to win. It's simple as it's come down to where we've got to be winning these games, especially at home and against these teams that, in all fact, are lower down in the table than us. So 3 points are absolutely vital. Get off to the perfect start. What a ball from Joe and a very good header from Neil. Heads back across the goalkeeper to give us a 1-0 lead after 7 minutes. Really good goal that was. And then we got really lucky here. Neil kept it alive, did really well. Finds Paul, no one closing him down, has a shot from distance up and over the goalkeeper into the far corner, and it's 2-0 after 22 minutes, and just really the first half and the start that we really needed. So, saying that, you know what FIFA's like. Brighton get back into it. It's really poor. Novio should have gone closer. Played the 1-2 around Novio, and Sov beaten at his near post, but I just felt like that Sov could have done a little bit better there. But in saying that, he made up for this. What an absolutely fantastic save this is. On the replay, I didn't really think that it was a save from Sov. I thought he just missed, but what a save. Fingertip save it was to tip it over the crossbar. But then Brighton did get the equaliser. Really good play. Cuts it back and finds the bottom corner. I hate it. I really detest it when they pass it back. Really hate it. But Brighton's equaliser didn't very last long at all. Paul with an absolutely sensational strike into the far corner gives us a 3-2 lead as he goes crashing into the advertising boards. But I think he don't mind that, and it's I think a first double for Paul this season. But more importantly, it is 3 points. And then Manchester United came down top of the league. Manchester United, after 2 minutes, Harry Maguire making a massive mistake, and B slots in the far corner. And we lead early on thanks to a mistake from probably their main centre-back that seems to be making a lot of mistakes in generally in real life. So we capitalised on that to make it 1-0 so early on. And then we were in dreamland. Tommy barging his way through past Fred and scoring an absolute screamer past De Gea. And if you're going to score against De Gea, you know you've got to score an absolute rocket past him to beat probably one of the best goalkeepers in the league. For that, but we give it away. Really cheap possession. I think it was Tommy and Ryan giving it away, and a finish I think from I think Sancho pulled one back for them. Could have gone 3-0 up. Tommy's long range shot was this time saved by De Gea and tipped round for a corner, but the corner absolutely came to nothing. And then Manchester United were pushing on into the first half, and look how many people got 2v2, and they equalise after 42 minutes. Really poor defending, but just the fullbacks were pushed up really far wide. And then Sancho causing us problems. Really good skill pass, Chris, then past Novio, and then cuts it back. But it was a good save from Sov from Fernandez. And then over the added time, cuts it back, and Sancho this time does get his goal. And it is 3-2 right on the stroke of half time. Which was even more frustrating. And then into the second half, really early, Fernandez cutting it back, and then I think it's the new signing scoring a goal, but again it's just really poor from us to allow Man United that much space to cause us problems. We did pull one back, really good ball from Joe into B. Joe carried his run on, and I was able to finish with the left foot into an open goal really, but nonetheless made it 4-3 in a grandstand finish. But as we were pushing people up, Manchester United surgical had me into Rashford, back into Gnabry, and he slots away to make it 5-3 and leave with all 3 points. But I wasn't being 2-0 up early. I was really happy about it, but it's Manchester United, the top of the league, and that sort of thing's going to happen. Here against Chelsea away, this is our game in hand, so this was a very important game to win, but I'm not really confident. But it was a long range shot, and it just fell kindly to Mikey, and he hit it on the swivel and the turn and makes it 1-0, and we lead early on, which was really good. But again, our away form has not been great in us to sort of keeping games in that respect. But more importantly, I suppose at the moment we are winning, so it's just something to hold on to. Really good save from Mendy from Paul's long range effort. So we're actually testing the goalkeeper, and then with 10 minutes to go, Mikey's header, it hits the crossbar, but it's that bit of luck that you need, and we finally get it as Mikey heads in off the top of the crossbar, and it is 2-0 to the Blues, and that's how it ended. So I think it's our first Premier League clean sheet that Ian's kept. So really happy for Ian that he kept a clean sheet. But again, it's more importantly, it's them 3 points. That's 6 out of 6 now for this month. And considering Chelsea were above us as well, holding that top 4 place. But we come to Chelsea and goal either side, and we take all 3 points back to the South Coast. And then Leicester are above us again, but we just get off to the right start. Like, you can't defend like that in the Premier League. You will get punished. It's a good save from Sov, but the fact that we failed to clear it just says it all, really. Really poor defending. And then before not long, really good play, lazy from us, and Alexandra makes it 2-0. Again, it's just not good enough, and you will get punished. Again, especially against a team like Leicester, who have good players. They've got Griezmann and Alexandra in their team, and some other really good players. It was 3-0 right before the break. It was actually Griezmann who got the third. Really good finish as well into the far corner. Early into the second half, we must have got a big old bollocking. We did get one back, nil. Great crossing. Mikey's looping header pulled one back after 47 minutes. Hopefully for a route back into the game, but it just wasn't. You can see we're pushing people out, and Hudson-Odoi, who's joined from Chelsea, sets up Griezmann, and you just don't give Griezmann that much time, because Griezmann will punish you no matter what team he plays for. He's just a very, very genuine good player. And then we give away a penalty. It's shot off the bar, and then it just hits Novio's arm. Like, it's really harsh. You fall one up. Like, why give a penalty for that? It's just really annoying. And then Griezmann steps forward and completes his hat-trick, sends Ian the wrong way, and it's 5-1, and it was our biggest defeat, I think, away from home. So not very good. As you can see, Leicester above us. Chelsea then went above us after we lost on the weekend. But it's just so tight. It's 59 points into third and 56 for Arsenal. So we need to win a couple more games. We're only just on 49. A couple more goal scorers, B and Neil in there. Paul's on to score 2 as well. Tommy got a couple. So more goal scorers this month from contributing. Ian finally keeps a clean sheet. But Alfie is still leading with 2. So thanks for watching, guys.